Hello traders, this is Rich from TradeSight. This is a look at the market leading stocks via our proprietary scans for Thursday, June 12th, 2014. Kind of a mixed bag here with maybe a slight bias to the buy side in the Nasdaq patch today. We've had kind of a two-way trade, but really haven't moved much since the open today. We do have a couple of buy side indications. We've got a couple of RPSs and a couple of CPSs, but for the most part, fairly well-defined trading where we tested ranges up and down, but really didn't move too far. Got volume. Open close deviation here in First Solar on fairly decent volume. SanDisk is trading fairly decent volume. And that one's trading up a fair amount. That was upgraded today. Sina, big day there. Fairly light volume. Trading in sympathy a little bit with the SYNA, I believe. Moving on to the financials, fair amount of contra candles here. Those are probably the ones to watch for tomorrow. That means they're lower on the day, but trading above the day's open. Huntington Bancorp is fairly weak. HBAN, that's got a downside CPS and does have a volume bump. Moving on to the energy names, Devon has an upside CPS and a volume bump. Got a open close deviation in CHK. You've also got a contra candle to the upside forming in RIG. Generals a little bit more paired off than the financials, and we actually do have a fair amount of downside CPS conditions. Got a volume bump in McDonald's, and almost a deviation here in Best Buy BBY. Moving on to the housing names, fairly light volume for most of them. Hovnanian is fairly weak. We've got a downside CPS setting up in Lowe's Corp and also NVR. Transport's a little bit better to the buy side here, according to the scans, and we do have a volume bump to a degree in dry ships. Commodities. Interesting thing was the dollar really didn't move too much today, so the commodities didn't do too much, but some of them are showing some strength. Silver Wheaton has an upside CPS condition. ACH has a volume bump. We also have a volume bump in Double G. And Double G actually is having a strong close here, setting up pretty nicely above the day's VWAP. And Newmont Mining has an upside CPS condition as well. All right, folks. As always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for TradeSight.